How did Horizon come about? Did you hear about it and tell your agent, I want in, or is it a call from Kevin Costner?
It was a random Kevin Costner wants to speak to you, which of course I
Words we long to hear.
I fell off my chair. It was like, yeah, you can manifest, it turns out, in life. Anyway, I ran to the computer and there he was on Zoom and we chatted for an hour and he was, it was Kevin Costner. I was beside myself. And then he finished the call with saying, Sienna, I have one question for you. In that like Kevin way, and he went, will you go west with me? And I was like, yes.
Whatever,
yes,
girl.
Anything you said, yes, I will go west with you, Kevin. I just grew up loving this genre, and obviously Dances with Wolves was such a seminal part of my childhood. So to do a western with him was a no-brainer.
Sam, what was the interaction with Kevin?
Yeah, I had a Zoom too. He didn't say, do you want to go west?
He didn't sweep you off your feet?
It was a very bizarre experience because you're looking at a guy that you've grown up watching, in The Untouchables and No Way Out and, Revenge, For the Love of the Game. We can go on.
Durham,
Tin Cup, Field of Dreams, Robin Hood.
So part of me is
Bodyguard.
watching this, not thinking it's real.
I know. I still get a little starstruck.
Yeah.
What is Kevin Costner, the director? What does he do better than?
He understands cinema like no one else. It's really the love of his life, I think. And being an actor first, he's really sensitive to the demands of an actor and what you need as an actor that you don't always necessarily get from a director. So there are method actors that I've worked with. He's a method director. He is living and breathing every element of this story. He's reenacting things. He's got blocking set in his mind. Obviously, he's flexible and malleable, but he's got a very clear vision, and he's generous and sensitive.
If you feel strongly about something, would you
No, try it, honey.
suggest
Try it. Yeah, no.
Oh, he's one of those
yeah,
guys.
Yeah.
Some directors, aren't they
No.
Now this is it.
Yeah.
Miller, do your job.
Yeah.
Worthington?
Worthington.
I'm not good with those directors.
Yeah,
Did you get a chance to socialize and hang out in Moab,
He's
Utah?
really antisocial, but I tried.
Yeah, Sam, do you?
It's like, Sam,
You did. You hung out with him when he had his band there, didn't you?
with Kevin.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'd hang out with Kevin more than you. I wanted to hang out with
Did
you.
his band perform on set
I
for the
wasn't
crew
there
and stuff?
for that. I went
Yeah.
home that weekend.
I know he brought his band down at one point.
It's very like that. He's playing music on set. He loves music. Obviously, he's got the band, and it's kind of relaxed and creative. It's like it didn't feel like a studio film. It felt like an independent film
Oh.
with a lot of money.
Now, Sam, did you see Sienna in Curb Your Enthusiasm?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
You
you haven't
watched-
mentioned it.
They say in comedy, it's got to be rooted in the truth somewhere. There needs to be a believability. However, I think this might be the exception, that somehow Sienna Miller is deeply attracted and relentlessly pursuing Larry David.
You have to ask Sienna.
Sienna, how did you find the space?
I thought you were going to
What
say,
training?
can she only act when she's eating fruit? And I was like, what?
There's your craving.
I am such a huge admirer of Larry David. I mean, I was completely beside myself that this came about. I've also never done a comedy, and I find myself really funny. So I was thrilled that someone finally saw it. And now I'm like, why do I go to work and cry when I could go to work and get the giggles all day? Which I love to do, as you know.
It was a big. Men thought this was a vanity play by Larry. Larry just going, who was going to be into me? And there's Sienna Miller is going to be into me.
I
No,
slightly
Larry.
accosted him when I met him at the Vanity Fair party. I was like, I love you, I think, and I'd had a martini or two.
Oh.
So I think that's where the idea was
You
born. He was
planted
like, is she flirting with me? I don't think I was, but I was so over ebullient and enthusiastic with my boyfriend, and we were both kind of attacking Larry, that I think that might have been the inception of the idea. He was like, what if? In a parallel
so it
universe.
is rooted in the.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think
I
I'm
love
very,
but not like that, but
I'm
I
very
love you.
friendly, but I was like, I love you, Larry David. A few sheets to the wind. Anyway, it turned into the fact that I was in the last season of Curb, which is bananas. So exciting.
No offense to Larry, but I buy it a lot more with Sam Worthington. And where does it for 2 and 3? People die quickly.
People
and
are
all of a
dying
sudden-
left, right, and centre, and these things are ever evolving. There's
So you don't
definitely. I mean, it's slightly unrequited. That's all I'm going to hint. But who knows in the future? I'm more into you than you're into me. That's the problem. No, I think he loves her, but he's really repressed and he can't quite show it. But she's very open to
I think they're both yearning.
Yeah, full of yearning.
He agrees to go on the journey, but this is before he's met you.
Well, I always said that they're star-crossed and that she's his horizon, and the problem with horizon is that you can never get to it.
His horizon.
That's what I thought.
Cut, print, check the gate. Moving on.
That's not in the liner notes, is it, Sam? You
So
did
he
that
just
on your
whipped
own, didn't
that
you?
out of his back pocket. Look at that. The great Sam Worthington.
Oh my God! And what was the highlight of Moab, Utah? Isn't that where you were?
Yes, it's so beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Actually, we had a really good time. It's gorgeous. It's
Oh.
gorgeous. I mean, yeah, everywhere you look is like the most staggering landscape you've ever seen. The light, the storms that roll in. It's kind of unbelievable, especially growing up in England where everything's green and trees and everything moves. Like nothing moves there. It's so stagnant and kind of puts you in a weird frame of mind.
Yeah. Kevin
it's like
stayed
being
out
on
there.
Mars.
Kevin would put his Winnebago out there and he'd spend nights there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Just
He
by
spent
himself.
so much time in the
Yeah.
West. I mean, between Yellowstone and
Yeah, of course.
all the horizons,
Yeah.
right? How's your breathing with all the dust? And
Still
I swear to
here.
your face is covered in
Still
dirt
here.
the whole
No,
time.
I honestly, I think until about a week ago, I found the last grain of that desert in my hair. We were covered in dust, in ears, eyes.
How do we do fake dust in the movies?
You don't.
We can
You
fake
just
didn't
get,
they?
you
We
get
can fake
down.
everything.
soil on
You
her.
get down
Yeah.
and dirty, and you just suck it up.
Yeah, they dumped soil on her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The scene where you're underneath the house we could say that's being attacked. And
Yes,
did
with
you
the
actually
gun.
spend time breathing? Did you train
Yes,
breathing
I
through
had
a
to.
gun
I
barrel?
had to go. I had to clear the dust, the soil out, which got in my mouth, which I was spitting out. I mean, it is what you see. But you know, you go there for your art, don't you? There's no way of faking that. So you just have to commit. But I love all of that stuff. I love kind of getting banged about a bit within reason.
Sam, how often are you in Los Angeles? I'm going to say very rarely.
Yeah, very rarely. Yeah.
This is, you come in, you do the thing.
Come in for my work. That's it. Pretty
and back
much.
to, is it Aussie or
No, I live in New York.
New York?
Yeah.
Are you in New York too?
I moved back to England, but I was there for 7 years. I have a 6-month-old baby that just puked down the back of my top.
And different this, how different this time?
Oh my God, it's so much easier. Weirdly, I have much more energy, and I am less inclined to be elsewhere than in my bed at home with my kids. So
We've been through the blueprints and the whole thing, and
yes,
you
the
know
blueprint.
how this
Yes,
works,
yeah, I've got them.
and-
Yes, I have the keys. Some keys.
Sam, you remember this? You remember the midnights?
Yeah, I wouldn't go back to having another bug. Yeah, 3's enough.
You've got 3 boys.
Three's
Yeah,
enough,
you're
yeah.
fine.
Did your wife ever send you out in the middle of the night for a craving?
I
of any kind?
was always up in the middle of the night. I think being an actor's good. You can sleep whenever.
Bit of a night owl. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
you know
true.
what I mean. You
it's
work
true.
these crazy hours anyway. So then when it comes to having kids, it was easier. Yeah.
My wife had frozen grapes was her thing.
Oh,
Is that food?
delicious.
Frozen grapes, and I had to get them and
When
freeze
she
them.
was pregnant.
Fine.
Yeah,
And if
Hey,
they
what were-
weren't frozen properly, it was.
yeah, oh, for
Yeah,
sure.
there's slightly soft frozen, no.
What was yours?
My craving, weirdly, fruit. It was really healthy. Fruit and copious amounts of chocolate.
Sounds
Endless
decadent.
chocolate, yeah, chocolate and
My
fruit.
wife's was Chinese food
Was it?
at one point.
Oh,
'Cause it
okra,
swaps. It
okra.
swaps.
I
I
liked.
can't remember. I mean, we should just send us into Chinatown
Yeah,
in the middle of the
a
night.
lot of Indian food. You live in the right city for that.
I want it, and I want it now.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Get-